back to Chris Crusoe Bass Guitars. This is part 6 of the TimeMachine 4 build, and it is the last episode for TimeMachine 4. In this episode, we're going to show the buff out process, a little bit of the assembly, and then the big moment, the reveal that everybody's waiting for. I know I am.
All right, so here we are back in the garage, and we're getting ready to buff out the body. I have my Meguiar's M205 Ultra Finishing Polish, and I have my 3.5 inch white Lake Country buffing pad, and we're going to start on the back here. So just to get it started, we need like 3 or 4 pea-side drops of polish.
If you like this kind of content, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the upcoming builds or modifications that I'll be doing to customer bases.
I'm just going to do half of it, and we'll see if we can't see a difference between half of it and the other half once we get it all buffed here. So, all right, let's get her going. Yeah, now again, what I'm seeing is the reflections of my neighbor's window in the base, and seeing where it's at right now on the lower part of the body. And yes, you can see it, but there's much more detail to it. Yeah, this is doing exactly what we wanted to do. So I have some 50-50 alcohol and water. And this will help clear off all of that extra residue, buffing residue, and we'll get to get a better idea here of what this is actually looking like. Oh yeah, definitely a difference. So we're happy with that. So we're going to clean this pad off now with a brush, just to make sure we don't have any. Just make sure we don't have any of the old buffing abrasives in there, or any of the finish all beaded up in there. We're going to clean this off. Yep, we're not even getting warm, which is good, because we don't want it to get warm. We don't want to hurt anything at this point. We are looking for that wet mirror gloss shine. This side of the body, as we noticed earlier, does have some figuring to it, so we should definitely see some chatoyance with that again. Under the, oh my goodness, yes, I am very happy with that. All right, gentlemen and ladies, what do you say we hit our ocean blue? Let's see how wet we can make this look. And this should be even easier to see once we get her wet here, or I'm sorry, once we get it buffed. You should really be able to see this pop, and that's what we're certainly hoping for. So yes, sir. Like I said, it's got a decent gloss to it already from the 5000 Trizac. We're going to go hit it with the Meguiar's here and see what we can get. Okay, just 3 dabs will do you. And top half. Get her cleaned up and see what she looks like. And again, the difference between that and that. Yeah, much, much different. Much, much different. Awesome. Oh yeah, very good. Now we're going to do the same thing on the sides and see if we can bring that up to our finish as well. And for the corners, we're going to use this neck buffing pad that I have from StewMac. I do have 3 of them for the nitro finishes, and they are marked 1, 2, and 3. So I know which compound to use. So I'm going to use 2 here for this. We did clean it, so we should be good there. So we want to, again, just prime this with our little dots here. And there we go. All right. Let's go to town. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That looks really good. All right. Moving right along. This is not taking long at all, thanks to going up to 5,000 grit Trizac. Yep, just using that reflective light, and trust me, before I'm done and off camera, I'm going to recheck everything before I call it finished and make sure that it's perfect. All right. All right. So that's how we do that. I already did the neck plate as well off camera, and so that's ready to go. Like I said, this I'm going to say is done as far as the camera goes. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and double check it inside underneath my bright LED lights and make sure that everything is smooth and crystal clear mirror finish before I actually call it done. And then we can go ahead and get started on taking the tape out and getting this thing set up and putting in the electronics and all that for you. So next time you see me, we will be inside putting the electronics in.
As I was editing the video to get to this point, I was glad that the camera actually picked up the mirror finish and picked up the reflections between the body and myself and the surroundings there in the shop, and even the trees in our yard as well. So I'm glad that it's there. I'm glad that you can see it. And just as a further example of the difference between 5,000 Trizac and the buff out, I have my LED workbench light, and this picture was taken of this lamp shining on the base on my bench after the 5000 Trizac. And this picture shows what that same light on the base looks like after buffing it. So much more detail, so much more focused, such a clearer picture, like a mirror. And that's the goal of the buffing process.
All right, so now we're back inside. We have the body on the table, and we're getting ready to install the electronics, and then the bridge, and then the neck, and the whole 9 yards. So starting out here first, I'm going to go ahead and do the Faraday cage here with my copper tape, as you've seen me do before. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. The jack, we got the bridge pickups, we have the P pickups, neck pickups, and the battery box all coming in to the cavity here. Cut out the holes for the controls. And like I said, this goes on. This tab here is going to make contact with this right here, and that is how we're going to completely seal this cavity. Okay, have my battery box, which we're going to put in. And we have some paste wax for the screws. There you go. And again, that is flush mounted for you, not sitting on top of the body. So now we're ready to mount our pickups. These are EMG 35 DC actives. I've cut some foam here. And what we're going to do is put it right there with a little cutout here for the wire to come out. That will sit right there. And the other one will sit right here. And that gives us plenty of spring. We can still get it compressed to get it down in there, and then that will hold these completely up for us. Pickups are in. Time to drill the bridge holes. Starting to look like a bass guitar. Alright, so as we done before, the pickup wires already have the jacks or connectors on them. The battery cable that comes with the LHD has the jack on it, but my battery box does not. So we got to splice those together. heat gun. Now we're ready to install it. We have our active balance control, and as we saw previously, we're going to wire this backwards from what the directions actually say. This way, because I like it when you turn, like if you're looking at the front of the bass or you're playing the bass, and if I turn the pot this way, right, if I turn it that way, I want this pickup to be the one that's on. Or if I turn it the other way, if I turn it this way, I want this pickup to be on. So to do that, I need to wire these backwards from what the directions say. All right, so it says neck pickup is on the upper level. Well, no, we're going to put the neck pickup on the lower level, and then the bridge pickup goes on top. And there is a black and white cable, and they need a battery cable, or power cable, I should say. Now we're getting into the point where we're dealing with the JST connectors. So as you see, I've got the mid now connected. And on the Concentric bass and treble pot, the treble is the inside and the bass is the outside connector. Outside is bass and inside is treble. All right, so now we'll go ahead and get these screwed into where we want to go. So the mid control is going to go up top here. And lastly, the Concentric. I'm going to go ahead and stick this, I think we're just going to go against the wall. Take off the tape covering. And we'll go ahead and get that in place.
Coming up next, the big reveal of TimeMachine 4.
Hey, well, you caught me. Just checking out the new TimeMachine 4 build for you. I'm going to do a little quick audio demo and just show you what the bass is capable of. There is no EQ, no compression, other than what's coming straight out of the L8Z05 with mid control preamp. So we have master volume, master blend, then we have the mid control cutter boost, and then we have the Concentric treble and bass, which is also cut and boost. Right now, everything is flat. This is what the bass sounds like in the flat configuration. Still going. Lots of sustain. And again, there's no compression on this. It's straight into the DAW there. So, all right. Well, that was completely flat. Now, remember how I was saying on the blend control, how I like to turn it towards the pickup? So if I turn it this way, then I should have just the neck pickup. So let's turn the blend that way. All right, and then again, we're going to turn it this way, and that'll give us the bridge pickup. All right, back in center D10th there. All right, and now for the treble. Again, that was flat. Now, if I boost that just a little bit. Now we'll take the bass and we'll boost it the same amount. Now, the mid control, there's 2 dip switches inside the cavity and therefore 4 selectable frequencies. This sheet comes from Lonnie at L8Z and it describes the frequencies, shows you the curve, cut and boost. The frequencies are 751, 565 wide, 540 narrow, and 413. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and boost it and play through a little bit of a soft tapping passage back to back so that you can hear the difference for yourself. Then I'm going to change frequencies and do it again and change frequencies and so on and so on and so on. And I'm not going to talk in between. And I'm going to do fresh hard cuts in between each take so that, again, you can hear it and you can, make your own mind up as to what frequency that you like. Because it is subjective, everybody has their own idea of what their bass tone is or what they're chasing. And so this will just give you an idea of what some of the tones are with the Time Machine 4. All right, 751. Did you hear a favorite in there? I did. But tone is to each own. Everybody has their own idea of what they want their bass to sound like. So again, hopefully you found one in there that you liked as well. And again, just a little bit of noodling around here for you to enjoy the sound of the TimeMachine 4. And if you like a little bit of slap, a little bit of that, or even if you like a little bit of tapping. So, whatever your case may be, I believe that the TimeMachine 4 is going to be able to deliver it for you. All right. So let's go over all the goodies that you get along with the TimeMachine 4. You get the Reunion Blues RBX soft case. It has a lot of protection in here to protect the investment. There's lots of thick padding down here at the bottom. There is a neck piece as well to keep the neck stable while it's being transported. And there's plenty of padding up top here as well. All right. And what is nice about this particular soft case is that the TimeMachine 4 fits in it perfectly. There's not another 8 inches of room up here like you would find in a normal bass case. We have chrome Shaler strap locks. The buttons are already installed on the TimeMachine 4. You're already going to get the mid-control diagrams and switch settings. You also get a CITES slip from StewMac where the Rosewood Fretboard came from, saying that it was sourced correctly. You get a microfiber cloth, a 4mm T-bar truss rod adjustment for the dual action truss rod, and all of the necessary Allen keys or hex wrenches, whichever terminology you're familiar with, to adjust the headpiece, and all of the hex screws on the bridge. So again, if you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss another build. And if you're interested in purchasing the TimeMachine 4, please check the description in this video as well as the description on the channel and contact me. In the meantime, between time, thanks for tuning in to Chris Caruso Bass Guitars.